Welcome back, everyone. This is Epic One, and this is the Sobriety is Epic Thought of the Day for January 14th. I am reading from the Thought of the Day from the 24 Hours a Day book from Hazelden, and let's get right into it. This is the AA Thought of the Day. When we first came into AA, a sober life seemed strange. We wondered what life could possibly be like without ever taking a drink. At that first, a sober life seemed unnatural. But longer we were in AA, the more natural this way of life seems. And now we know that the life we're living in AA, the sobriety, the fellowship, the faith in God, and having and trying to help each other is the most natural way we could possibly live. The question of the day asks, do I believe it's the way God wants me to live, the natural way of life? All right. So the meditation of the day, I will learn to overcome myself because every blow to selfishness is used to shape the real, eternal, imperishable me. As I overcome myself, I gain the power which God releases in my soul, and I will be victorious. It is not the difficulties in life that I have to conquer so much as my own selfishness. The prayer for the day says, I pray that I may obey God and walk with Him and listen to Him. I pray that I may strive to overcome my own selfishness. That is the thought of the day for January 14th, as of written by Hazelden 24 Hour a Day book. Now I'll give my interpretation of this January 14th thought of the day. Again, this is only my interpretation of it. When I speak of my higher power, only speaking from my experience, strength, and hope. So remember that there's many members and there's many stories, and we all break it down differently. I'm just giving you my interpretation of it. So for the January 14th AA thought of the day, or should I just say just thought of the day, because I'm in Marijuana Anonymous and I am in Alcoholics Anonymous, but this can apply to anybody struggling with addiction. So my old self would have never imagined a life without using. That was happiness to me. Being buzzed on a constant maintenance basis, that was happiness to me. I thought life would be boring and lame without the enhancements. I just wanted to live this way, and if you didn't live this way, then you didn't know what's up. That's what I thought. And now that the strange thing is now that making meetings and putting in the work is natural for me. Now that I'm exactly as of today, I'm only 1 month away from Valentine's Day, February 14th, which is my anniversary date, and I'll have 4 years. Just for today. So I've regained the ability to feel life naturally again. After so much time, I feel life naturally. I don't need to feel any sort of way. I enjoy just being in the moment, being here right now, and experience life with full joy and with the full pain without any sedatives. I want to be sharp as much as possible. And now that I got this light bulb or this light switch on in my life, I can't help but to share it with others. You see me doing these YouTube videos because back then my life, I didn't care about anyone but myself. And back then, if you didn't have anything to offer to me, then you had to go. You just didn't fit to my life. And my higher power gives me His goodness, and it's hard for me to curb that enthusiasm and not share it with anybody else. I really can't stop it sometimes. And it talks about helping each other as well in the thought of the day. I see us like the 96 Bulls, right? As people in my meetings and my sponsees and my sponsor, aka Phil Jackson, we're all in this together, and we're trying to win every season and one day at a time. And if I go to sleep today sober, that's another victory. That's another W. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, do I believe it's the way God wants me to live, right? I know that this is the way God wants me to live without a doubt. I know he didn't say, Eric, why don't you go and drink your brains out and smoke all the weed so you could be happy. Nah, that's not what I wasn't born with a dime bag in my hand, and I wasn't born with a bottle of tequila in my hand, and I know that humans aren't designed this way, because if that were the case, I'd have a liver made out of glass, and things it wouldn't get cirrhosis or gout, and I'd have some iron lungs, and the smoke would come somewhere else. It just wouldn't stay trapped in my lungs. So I know this is a natural way of living, and now this is the natural way to live healthy, physically, mentally, spiritually. As far as the meditation for the day, once I did an inventory of myself with step 4, I got to see how selfish I really was. As I'm overcoming my defects with step 6 and 7, God gives me the strength to let go of the selfishness. I realized that the more I let go, the more space I have to pick up new things in my life. And you might have heard me say this in a couple episodes before, that closed fists can't receive new gifts. And I know this is not a race, but it's a lifelong marathon. But I have to constantly keep my eyes on the prize and not lose sight of that on a daily basis. Little by little, I can make an improvement today. I could not do some shopping today. Save that money. Give that money to a good cause. Just a little small example. And I have to continue to put in some effort and keep trying every day to conquer these character defects that are deadly sins, especially gluttony for me. I'm the best at that. So if we didn't conquer ourselves, we would be conquered by ourselves. See what I'm saying? A nation divided can't stand. And how can we do that within our own selves? And we can't conquer the world if we can't conquer ourselves. And I will. The question is, will I ever completely accomplish this task of getting rid of all my unselfishness, right? At this point in my life, I don't think I ever will fully conquer it. But I can try to be better than I was a year ago. And that's all I can strive for, is progress, not perfection. But there is little things I can do. It's a cinch by the inch and hard by the yard, right? The prayer for the day, I pray that I may let God's power strengthen me through prayer and actions to mold me to serve Him better by letting go of my selfishness. That is my interpretation of the thought of the day for January 14th. And if you can, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and also join the Patreon if you can. It helps support these videos in rotation. So with that being said, everybody have a blessed day and have a super epic sober day. With that, peace.